Welcome, pool fans, to Railbird Pool TV here. Thanks for tuning in here. We're going to get going here. This is Ryan Johnson in the booth here. We're live at Four Bears Casino and Lodge. I'm going to be doing a little match here. We got the championship match of the ladies 9-ball. So this is the final of the ladies 9-ball. So we're going to get going here shortly. The ladies are making they're at the table now. They're getting ready. They should be flipping it up here soon.
Yeah, but when you turn one of those on right there, they don't automatically.
It's a race to 7. Alternating breaks 9-ball here. This is the championship match of the ladies division. We got Soledad. These names, I don't really want to butcher them. But you see on the screen there, we got Soledad taking on Ayala. I'm not sure how to pronounce the gal's name. I believe she's from Turkey. She's, I do know she's probably, I think she might be the #1 ranked European women's player on the European Women's Tour right now, the Euro Tour over there in Europe. This is her first experience on a bar box this weekend. That I do know, but she can play. I mean, both these gals. Soledad's from Argentina. So we're going to get, I think she's just going to practice here, I believe. I don't think they're starting yet. Maybe she's just practicing her break here. But yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in to Railbird Pool TV here. She's just kind of warming up here. This is going to be a good match. Soledad, I believe, is the defending champion from last year. I watched her play a little bit earlier, like a couple shots. This gal here that's warming up, she's she looks solid over the ball. I mean, it's you're gonna, as you can see here in her warm-up. This is going to be high-level ladies 9-ball here on the box. How's everyone doing out there? Does the picture look good? Sound quality all right with everyone? Lulu, okay. Is the sound matching up? Like, she's racking the balls right here. I'm going to check to see if this, because on my phone, it's lagging behind on my phone. Is she racking the balls right now on your guys'? Or did she spread them out? Does everything look, she's shooting the 1 right now? Is that right? Can someone let me know? Everything's in sync. She's hooked behind the 3 right now. Is that what everyone else is seeing? Okay, they're gonna. She just moved the cue ball with her tip. Is that what everyone else is seeing? Okay. As long as I just want to know the audio is in sync with what they're doing on the table, because we had issues with that yesterday. Yeah, this gal here is solid. I mean, look at that. I mean, she rubbed the rail a little bit, but that's still a great shot from there just for warm-ups. I mean, she keep looking like she keeps it pretty basic, but her cue action's real smooth. Yeah, if you want to look at the brackets, you can go on mpapool.com, and find how these ladies made it to the final. I believe they did go hill yesterday in the driver's seat match. So this is going to be high-level 9-ball here. I don't expect too many unforced errors. Of course, the break shot's always a big factor, getting opportunities. We'll kind of see who has the other person chasing the other person as far as the kicking and the safety play. If you can keep the handcuffs on your opponent, it's big in 9-ball. Force them to kick a lot when you're not getting out. Here we go. Soledad choked the flip. But we're going to get started here, folks. Sit back and enjoy. Looks like Lulu. We'll just call her Lulu. That'll be easy. I guess that's what she goes by in the States here. So we'll just call her Lulu against Soledad. She's going to get the honors in rack 1 here. Once again, it's a race to 7 alternating breaks. I believe the 9 does not count in at the 2 pockets at the foot of the table. Magic racks, or template racks, are allowed. Here we go. Enjoy. You still got time to get down for the 8-ball. If you can get down here quick, you can play in that 8-ball that starts at around 3 o'clock. So here we go. Rack 1. Ladies Championship 9-ball. Four Bears Classic. Very solid hit. She made the 9. That's going to be a winner. Winner, winner! She hit that square and got rewarded. She hit it good. Had a good distinct pop. There was no side spin on the cue ball. She takes an early 1-0 lead. Now they don't have the live scoring down there. I got their names, but it's 1-0 Lulu right now. Soledad to break here in rack 2, down 1-0. There's the break. She hit it decent. She hit it decent here. Didn't get much reward though. I don't think she hit it quite as good as Lulu did, but Lulu hit it about as good as you could hit her rack. I can't tell if she can squeeze through that keyhole or not. I think it's too tight. She's going to kick here. She wants to hit the thin part. Oh, she's rolling out. That's, whoa, Lulu's cue went flying. That's an interesting roll out there. She's leaving her really close to the ball. I'm personally not a fan of that, but we'll see what happens here. She's definitely going to accept it here, Lulu will. If she can bank it through that hole there and stop the cue ball. She's going to play a simpler one, just roll back onto the 6. She could have opted for distance also, but with that one there, all she had to do is roll the cue ball, so that was probably a little easier to execute. Shouldn't be an issue hitting the ball here. She wants to hit the thin part of it, like as we were looking on that thin part. She could have got the cue ball maybe down here somewhere, but she caught it a little full. Races to 7, Karen. Alternating break. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream here. This is the ladies' championship match of the 9-ball. Lulu, the #1 ranked European women's player currently right now on the Euro Tour, I guess, from what I've heard. She has quite an extensive resume. That's a great save there. Bottled her up real nice. Soledad has the driver's seat, so this is a true double elimination. So she's got 2 barrels. Early momentum to Lulu. She broke the 9 on the first rack, and it's got Soledad kind of in a tough spot here, so she's going to jump. I like that. You can get some good things can happen with this jump. You can bank the 2 back down table and leave the cue ball down there. She caught it a lot more thin than she wanted, I think. She might have been trying to pocket that ball. Anyway, a good result. Lulu will have no issue hitting this ball. She wants to hit the edge as we're looking at it to get distance. Ooh, she tried to hit it hard. It straightened out on her a little bit too much.
Legal break in 10-ball. How many balls gonna hit a rail? 3 or 4? Huh? What? I don't think mine could. If you miscued, then it's just a ball. And last night they asked Rory, that guy miscued. That guy got to just take the ball in hand and play safety right away. Okay, he did get to do that. Yeah. All right. Because earlier that happened, and I told the guy, I said the game has to start with a legal break. That's all. I didn't let Tyler do that. 10-ball is different when you're... Okay. I told him I wasn't sure, but that's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah. Okay, so...
Soledad's working her way through this real nicely, as expected here. There's really no issues. She wants to go through about maybe 4 inches or so through the 5. She used the stun run through. She didn't go through as much as she wanted, so now she's going to have to move the cue ball a little bit here. She wanted another 2 inches out of that to be dead straight, but should be able to come around probably 3 rails. Nope, she just opted for the distance. Won't pose a problem. She plays on big table all the time, so this is a routine shot for her. It's 1-1. One to one, Lulu to break here. Let's see if she can carbon copy her last break. She made the 9 in the upper left. She hit it real solid. Let's see if she does that again. Gets a good solid hit. Yeah, that one wasn't as good, but she got a ball down and she has a shot on the 1. She got a little bit of topspin on that one, which means she didn't quite cue it as good as the last one, but can't argue with the results. She's on the 1. Looks like the 2 will pass that 8, so the 3's sitting right along that same side, so don't really see any issues here. Oh, wow. She was a little quick there. She was a little quick on her tempo of her stroke there. She didn't leave a hanger. Soledad can play safe. She can get aggressive too, but she can punt here, putting the cue ball down behind the 3-9 if she wants. And then play like the 1-2 rails to the short rail. She just went for the bank. She stayed aggressive. Great shot. Nicely struck. This is a big rack here. Race to 7 alternating break. She steals the initiative since it was Lulu's break. Nicely done. Takes a 2-1 lead. Rack 4 coming up here. Soledad to break. Let's see if she comes up with a shot this time. Good square hit on the 1 is what she's trying. That's decent. Wow. Look at that, folks. How is she living today? Wow. Just like that, it's 3-1. Three to 1 Soledad, rack 5 here. See if Lulu can get back on track here. Very, very well struck there. She's got a shot on the 1. She might even take a combo on here. Yeah, she's looking at the combo here. She's relatively close to the 1, where she should be able to get a real accurate hit on this 1. Ah, she missed it. Wow. I don't think she can see the whole 1 ball. She might jump this, land right on top of the 1. I don't know how aggressive she's feeling, but she would have to land right on the 1. Yeah, she's keeping the gas down. She's contemplating whether she wants to do that or not, because she does have an edge, but which I think is enough to bank it. Away and send the cue ball. Try to separate the 2 balls here, so. But she's only got a portion of the ball to go over, so I don't mind her jumping here. Ooh. Yeah, she had to land perfectly on it was the only problem. She's probably not used to jumping on these valley tables with the slate being a little bit more thin. You know, on a big table that she probably has to use that much power, and then that BK rush she has jumps rather nicely and easily, so she's probably not real adjusted to that particular kind of a jump, because the speed had to be just right to land on top of that. Lulu's sitting good here now. I like coming 2 rails across for the 5 on the side. It goes from the screen here. It doesn't look like it went in the corner, but it obviously does. So she wanted to be a little bit more full, but welcome everyone if you're just tuning in here. This is the ladies championship of the 9-ball. Soledad has the driver's seat, currently up 3-1. If you're interested, we're at the Four Bears Casino and Lodge in Newtown, North Dakota, the annual Four Bears Classic. We just started last night with the ladies 9-ball and then men's 10-ball. There's side tournaments going on right now. The hard lucks of both the ladies and the men's is going on right now, of the 9-ball and the 10-ball also. So, and then tonight, or this actually around 3, we start the 60 and older 8-ball, and then there's a ladies 8-ball, and then also a men's 8-ball open. Both those hard luck tournaments are added 500 apiece into them. So, and then the hard luck for the is 1,000. So for the 8-ball. So they do a lot. They add a lot of money into these tournaments. The main event, I think, is 10 grand for the men. I believe it's 4,000 for the 60 and older. And the ladies is adding how much here? Let me look here. Might be 5,000, but let me look here. Can't tell if she can see that one. She doesn't give much away, Soledad, so I can't tell her by her body language whatsoever whether she's got it. No, she didn't have it. It's a great safe she just played there. Great speed, good line, great speed with the cue ball. Once again, it's not a hard ball to hit here. There you go. She hit it hard again and let it ride, and she got the 5 to drop. So she likes to hit her kicks relatively hard so far in the particular situations that have arose, where she probably doesn't feel like she's got much control of getting a safe, so she's letting them ride, and it paid off that time. She's got to cash it in here. She doesn't want to go down 4-1, so. This will take good cueing here. It looks like she's probably going to have to go out 3 rails. Back out to where the 1 is at now, or kind of maybe just to the left of it. The right long rail, bottom rail, and then over to the left rail. I don't know if she can. The 6 is in the way, I believe, to just draw across. But I could be wrong. Okay, she could get to that and back across and just leave the distance. It's so tough to tell from up here. That's a good shot. Yeah, she'll have to play for the side. Just don't want to invite that 9 in. You either want to be quite a bit short or go extra long. I like going extra long here. Just like she did there, just like that. That's the better way to play it. It's easier to feel the speed. That's a great shot she just played. You notice how she did that instead of trying to stop it before you get to the 9? It's always easier to feel the rail speed when you come to the rail and off the rail. So she did very well there. Very nice. Plus she could let her stroke out all the way there. So looks like that should be satisfactory. Yeah, the women's 8-ball adds $5,000 into it. So they add a lot of serious money into these tournaments. So you want to put this on your calendar. John Stitch from the MPA runs the event. These are straight races too. There is no handicaps or divisioned out. It's just they separate the ladies and the men, and of course the ladies can choose to play the men's open if they choose. Keep in mind on Sunday there's a kids tournament, ages 7 to 17, 12 p.m. start time. The entry is free. There'll be a lot of giveaways. I'm sure they'll give away cues, trophies, get their pictures taken with their parents. A lot of fun. So if you happen to be in the area, bring your kids down and they can get in a free pool tournament here at the casino here. 3-2. Pretty good match so far, folks. I hope you're enjoying it. Ryan Johnson once again in the booth here at the Four Bears Classic. We got Lulu breaking. #1 ranked European women's player, I believe, right now. That's what someone told me. I didn't actually. But it's another good break. She's got a shot on the 2 here. It looks like it probably passes the lower right, but I don't know if she can hold this or if she's going to have to go over to the rail and back across for the 3. It's really, I mean, if she can't, she'll go over to the rail and back out. Yeah, there you go. This table looks real nice here. She wants to be on that line of the 6-4. If you were to draw a straight line between them, that would be ideal. That will work. She's going to have to go forward now. And if she would have been on that line of the 6, or just to the left of the 6 to where her bridging wasn't hampered, she would have been able to just come right into the line of the 5. She's going to have to go forward probably now and maybe use a smattering of right-hand spin. See how her speed was. Speed was perfect. Should be able to stun over for the...
Which one's up? Oh.
Yeah, she's looking good here. She made that one mistake where she, on that one draw shot, her tempo of her stroke got a little quick, but otherwise she's looked real solid. She's going to tie it up here. And she's back on serve now because she broke the first rack. So she started with that 9-ball break. Soledad's got the driver's seat, so Lulu's got to beat her twice. Yeah, once again, if you're in the area here, you still got some time here to get entered in these 8-ball tournaments tonight. If you can get down here, get down here in the next half hour. We're going to start around 3 o'clock, so there's ladies, men's, 60 and over. And they add a lot of money into these events. 5,000 into the ladies, 10,000 into the men's, and then the 60 and over has 4,000 added. And you got second chance tournaments too, hard luck tournaments. So there's a lot of pool to be played here. So just keep that in mind for next year if you ain't able to make it down here. This is the premier tournament in the state of North Dakota. So Soledad with another promising break here. She's going to have to draw over to the left rail and then slide back across and just get to about where the line of the 9 and the 3, if you were to draw a line between those 2 balls. That's the line she wants to be on. It's got to get up. she tried to go back through the gap of the 8-9 or 8-7. Which that was good because she was coming into the line, I think, but the 7 was a little bit of a big ball there. She could have come straight across, which I think your area, your zone is bigger to get into, even though you're crossing the line. The 7 was right on the line, so I wasn't a big fan of that. But she's got a half ball jumper, a quarter edge of the ball. That's not going to work out. It's going to park right in front of the corner. Lulu can take a 4-3 lead here. These are looking real inviting. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream this afternoon. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is the Four Bears Classic. This is the ladies' championship match of the 9-ball. Soledad has the driver's seat. We're playing a race to 7 alternating breaks. Template racks are allowed. Watch out, 7. Whew. That could have been disaster if she would have laid right up on the 7. That would have been a big mistake. But as it is, she's in the clear. Lulu takes a 4-3 lead once she pots this. I went and confirmed the score just to double check because they don't have the live scoring down there. I'm relaying the score and I thought it was 4-3, but it's 5-3. Lulu. Gonna be playing a combo here. Let's see if she can control the 1. It was a delicate shot. That's always such a delicate shot because you don't want to lose the 1. That's a good combo to practice if you want to practice combos, because that particular one there, you're having to control the cue ball and the first object ball, rather than just a straightforward combo where you're just trying to pot the ball. And you could see she was a little uncomfortable with it. It was not an easy shot. I mean, the distance between the balls, it has to be struck well. Looks like Soledad's got the pocket there. She doesn't want to be elevated. Well, She's going to have to go over to the left rail and back across for the 4 in the side. She wants a little angle to drift down for the 5. This is not going to work. She didn't get the draw to take. And then she had opposite side spin. So that means she did not strike that one where she intended to. She had just a little bit of side spin on top of it, so. She pulled her jump cue out here. Great shot. How did she hit it? She hit that thing. You couldn't have hit it any better than that. Didn't have any side spin on the ball. She cued that one to perfection. It's going to have to scramble a little bit here and try to get back in the line. She's got to come with a big recovery shot here. She's looking to see whether she can come through that gap of the 8-7. If she can cut this in and find that gap, she'll be okay. Oh, she went around the 8. That'll work. She's got the better vantage point than I do. Very well executed there to avoid the traffic there. I think she's just going to opt to stop, maybe draw back 2 inches. Yeah. Slide over, try to get a little more full on it. This is a nice angle here to control both the cue ball and the 7. Don't want to really be on the rail, but she's a little more full than she wanted, but it's not going to threaten her though. Just want good timing here with your stroke. Ooh. She got a little quick there on it, but that'll work. This definitely keeps her in it. She's breaking in the next rack, so. It's 5-4. Soledad has the driver's seat, so she's got an extra barrel in her back pocket. She can put a little bit of pressure on Lulu right here if she just can get out. Make it 5-5. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining in here to the stream here on Railbird Pool TV. Thanks for all the shares, likes, subscribing to the channels on YouTube. Appreciate all that. I think this stream's pretty good quality considering it's not a full-time. I mean, there's nobody devoting their full time to this, to putting this stream together. So and I can tell you one thing is it's a lot of work putting this together. Rachel does a great job doing what she's done for it. Since I remember the first little laptop she had and just a basic microphone, and she's really built this thing up to quite a stream. And like I said, nobody's really spending full time at all on it. She does it when she has, at the tournaments here and there, and then, so it's a lot of work. So thanks to her and thanks to everyone for tuning in. Soledad's got a nice, just put the 3 down here, the 4 sitting over the hole, so its main thing is put this 3 down. Gotta make sure you make this 3. I like how she played that. She went forward so that when she hit the 5, she would dive down to a very large zonal position, the larger area of the zone. She has to take a little more distance here, but that way she couldn't get stuck right there and then maybe get behind the 8 or the 6. So very well thought out, great decision, good execution. That was nice speed. That was definitely a speed test. Definitely you want to catch she definitely potted that ball how she intended to pot it, which gave her good direction and helped with her speed. So that shot's a lot harder than she made it look. You catch it a little thin, a little thick than you're intending, and you're not getting right here. She's going to probably have to go to the rail and back towards the 6, but very well struck. Good tempo on the stroke that time too. Looks like the lower right it will be. Very well done. We got ourselves a tie ball game. Lulu has the hammer yet though. It's been a great set so far. Very few errors, and unforced errors, and I expected that. I would say they each probably have one that they would want back, for sure. A major. But yeah, it's been pretty clean so far otherwise. Very solidly hit. She gets kicked right into the side. That is cold. It's cold. You can't do nothing about it. So she doesn't look. She's not showing really any emotion on it. I mean, I think she's played obviously the champion. That she is in her resume. She's seen a lot. So she just realizes, just move on from it. Soledad wants to get relatively full on this 2 in the side. I like how she played that. See how she drew back on that instead of trying to follow or anything like that? That allowed her to come into the large area of the zone, which gave her more margin of error on her speed. Yeah, there's this pattern's looking real tasty. Uh-oh, where's the speed? That's a major unforced error there. I mean, she could be well short. She could have been a foot short on that. She could have been on that line that she was carrying. She could have been easily a foot short. That's a big unforced error considering where the 6 was at. Yeah, she had no business. The position from the 4 to the 6 was nothing. So she could afford to be rather thin even on that 4, and she would have been fine. She'll want to hit the second rail here. She's going to kick to this short rail, but she wants to hit that long rail on the left. I don't think she'll hit it directly, but well, she did try to hit it directly, which invites the 6. That's why I like to make sure that you use that second long rail. That way you don't hit the 6 at all if it straightens up on you. I always feel it's a little bigger ball too when you go to that second rail on a shot like that. You just got to be comfortable missing the point on the side. I mean, it's a tight shot, but you know you're probably not going to foul as long as you don't catch that knuckle. You're going to pretty much hit the ball. That's a big let off there. She would have been breaking for the championship if she'd have got out there. I've been there myself. Made unforced errors like that in big matches. And typically it comes back to haunt you, especially this late in a set. But the good news is she is breaking in the next rack, Soledad. You got to figure Lulu's getting out here. Ooh, she overhit this considerably. She caught it more thin than she wanted, potting the ball. It wasn't a case of hitting it too hard. I think she fully expected to catch that more thick, which shows you when a ball's near a pocket, those shots, the position is very difficult at times. She's going to have to play safe here. I don't just send long, separate, put the 7 on the short rail to the at the top of the screen, and then put the cue ball down, kind of in a line with 8 and the spot, and try to put the 7 on that short rail. But she's going to go the other way and bank it out the other way. I'm surprised she's going this way, but she's just going to play a side-to-side safe, which is good too. That was probably a little more simple. Great execution there. Very well thought out shot. That was higher percentage than mine. It's near the rail, so she should hit this with ease. But once again, you know, you got to know your rails and be comfortable with the equipment you're playing on. So I think she'll take that. That worked out pretty good. Well struck. Pays to hit him. She might pull a jump cue out here, but she almost has to land on the ball. So I mean, if you're going to jump it, you got to almost land right on the 7. And this is her first experience on a bar box this weekend, so I don't know how comfortable she is jumping off this slate, this thinner slate. She's going to kick. This is a naked kick here. There isn't a lot of good things that can happen here. Except for that. I mean, percentage-wise, it was not a lot of good things could happen, but it pays to hit them. But she was kicking it to an open area. There wasn't a lot of balls that she could cream into and slop other balls in, but she hit it good and got the two-rail slop shot. Little one-pocket shot here. It's above the spot, so she might have to draw out of this. This will test her cueing here. I don't think she can go forward. Yeah, she drew out of it. And wow. Does she have a gap there to where she can cut it? It's been quite a dramatic 11th rack here. It's 5-5. This is the first set of the ladies championship of the 9-ball. Soledad has the driver's seat. Mr. John Stitch to come down and ref the shot. If there's a gap there, she's going to have to shoot away from it. If they're froze together, she can push through. Now, shooting it like this, yeah, it's... Oh, she didn't catch the rail. I was going to say that ball, shooting it like that, that ball cannot go through any of where the 9-ball was at. Otherwise, that's a foul.
That made it easy. That was a good hit. Yep, 6-5.
Wow, what a turn of events there. After Soledad hooked herself on that 6-ball behind that 6 to end up with that rack, and now she's breaking for the hardware for the trophy right here. And I gotta believe, I'm not sure what the payout is for first here. I'll look on the bracket. So $1,100 for first place, $700 for second. $400 difference. That extra $400 should take care of most of your cost coming to the tournament. Depends on how far you're coming in, though, I guess, too, as far as if you're flying in or driving from a long distance. But she put a ball down here. This is a sticky situation here. I can't tell if she can get to the right part of the 1 or if she's going to play a carom into the 5. That's what she did. Very smoothly done. She's going to have to come with a little bit of a recovery shot here now. She could go through that 1 hitting it full and try to play that 9. I don't know if she'll do that, though. You can't catch it thin. You got to hit it pretty full and then go through, but you'd have to stroke it. She'll probably come between the side and the 8-ball and try to hold for the 2. Something similar to like that. That'll work. It's tight on that 8-ball. She's got a little work here. She'll be elevated on the 2. She's probably going to have to go over to the long rail, and then that's how I like to play it, if she's got enough angle to do that. She might be able to kill this, though. Yeah, she went over to the rail. Very well done. She's looking at that 8-ball again. From my vantage point, it don't look like it goes clean. Like, as far as you're going to have to brush the rail. Looks like she's going to go just take the pot. I like that decision. She can handle this shot. See how aggressive she gets with this 4 to the 7. If she just tries to kill it to the middle, or if she goes all the way across to the second rail. Some people like to play this the extra rail just to let their stroke, making sure their stroke is fluid. So you got to decide right now before you shoot it. Do I want to kill it to the middle, or am I going to play 2 rails across? Yeah, she tried to play 2 rails across, and these tables will dive down with the topspin really easily. And I think I would have played it to come above the side pocket with a little bit of draw and side spin and use that second rail over there. I think the shot played a little easier to do it that way rather than just to come straight across and back across. Well done. I like her playing on that side of the ball. It lets the cue ball go where it naturally wants to without any real work, and we're going to be hill-hill. Six, folks. How about that? Couldn't ask for more than that. Is everyone enjoying the stream? Soledad's got the Argentine contingent in the chat. There they go. High five, and this is the first set. So we're either gonna crown a winner here or we're going to the second set. So she snapped the 9 on her very first break of this set. Wouldn't it be something if she does it again here to force it to a second set? She took a little bit off that. I like that. And very well controlled, but that's just rotation for you. The 4 came and spoiled the party. That's just rotation, and you can see it's not really bothering her at all. She's been through this so much. It's just part of the game. She's gonna have to push out here. And this is a difficult push. Bar box, it's so tough to push on a bar box. It's just so difficult. You might want to look to tie something up if you can, if that presents itself. Try to lock up a ball or prolong the game a little bit. Or push to a better kick shot. Maybe push to a jump shot. It's very tough to push to an open look on a ball on a bar table. That's my opinion, but it's just very, very difficult to do so. If she's comfortable kicking now, she could do that. I don't see a real comfortable kick to where you can get much good things can happen kicking at it right now. So the 1's kind of out away from the rail in the middle, which is always a smaller ball. It doesn't look like she can ideally get to it naturally anyways, so without putting some kind of spin on the ball, side spin. I'm looking to see if she can tie up a ball. If that situation, you always want to look for those situations when you're playing rotation. When you got to roll out, does a situation present a good likelihood that I can roll out by locking a ball up and then still leaving the cue ball in a spot to where they don't just have something simple on the lowest ball. So you always kind of want to look for those things. She might be forced to push to a jump here. She could go over there and tease her with maybe a half of the ball. She can't let her see the full ball. If she, yeah, she's just gonna leave her just a sliver of the ball or leave her hooked. Yeah, she's just gonna leave her a very, very edge of the ball where she can't pot it. This is close though. Whether or not she has the pot. It's above the spot, so she can't really, it's very difficult to go through this ball, roll through this and avoid that scratch. So she might just barely be able to beat it. It's slightly to the right of the spot as we're looking, but I don't think you really want to risk that. You got to hit it so good from the back rail. Looks like she's getting down to shoot it though. Yeah, she overcut it, and that's why she was able to get to that bottom rail without the scratch, because she overcut that ball. If she would have caught the full part of the pocket, I think she would have been swimming. The push out works for Lulu. She got herself a solid opportunity off that push, and she was in a bad spot. That was she enticed her with that long pot off the back rail. Looks like she's got a, I like just going down like just where she's at right now. You see that? Because that gets her into the wide area of the zone. If she tries to draw straight across, she's entering into the narrow area of the zone. If she just pushes down just a little bit, it opens up, the position area opens up a lot more, gives her a little more margin with her speed. Now she decided to go that way, which that was, you had to overhit that. If she's hooked herself here, she made a big mistake there. She needed to make sure if anything, she overhit it slightly. Crossing the position line like that. She might have it though. She can count herself very fortunate there because she didn't cue that ball very well. She tried to die it right into position. And you got to play it long because I think it would go in the corner by the 3 at worst case scenario. But she might have the shot. If not, she's got the save. She's got a little wall of balls there. How's her speed? I think that'll work out. Yeah, that's she played a nice safety there, but she shouldn't have really been playing safe here. She's inviting her opponent to come with a shot now. You know, and Soledad don't like it, but she's got to realize that she should have been dead in this set. Her opponent should be running out on her. So you got to look at the positive things, side of things. Playing pool, so. Yes, thanks very much there to Four Bears Casino and Lodge. They really throw a good tournament together. Keep these dates and look for the dates for next year. You know, you can still probably get down here if you're relatively close. and still get entered in that 8-ball. That's a great shot. What a great shot. That's a highlight safety right there. That would go on a highlight reel. Hill championship match. Struck it to perfection. Beautifully judged. You couldn't have hit that shot any better. Wow. Now Lulu's fighting the fact that she should have been out on her. Fully expect her to hit this ball. She kicks rather hard, but it's away from the rail though, so it's a smaller ball though. But she's got a nice natural path to it, 2 rails. She's gonna kick this way. I don't know about this. The 2-railer is pretty natural to make contact. And then if you could glance off that too and go towards the 9 with the cue ball and maybe knock the 9 in. I like the 2 rails because some good things can happen. She could end up banking that, catching the right-hand part of the 2, going towards the 9, which would send the 2 up around the 8. Maybe kind of leaving it funny if she doesn't make the 9. And she'll be able to cue really nicely if she looks at this 2-railer coming out of the lower left. She's going to be able to cue the ball really nicely. So that's the path I like. I don't like reaching and having to do all that. Having to add a bunch of spin on the ball or anything like that. She's using a bridge here, so. This is surprising. That she's not looking at that 2-rail kick. She's going to use a bridge to go 1 rail. This is tough. She's reaching with a bridge, elevated. She's going 1 rail. I mean, she catches that edge of it. I mean, it can go towards that 9 also. I just think it's a harder way to do it rather than the 2-rail out of the lower left. But that's just my opinion. She's at the table, so she's got to go with what she thinks is best for her particular game and how she's feeling at the present moment. So. Shane Van Boning's not here, no, Mike. We got Corey Duels, Jason Klatt, Stephen Holm. A few other really strong Canadian players. Of course, our local state best player in North Dakota, Rory Hendrickson. Danny Olson showed up for the 8-ball, though. His flight got canceled. So he wasn't able to get another flight. He was going to go to the Super Billiards Expo, so he missed the 10-ball. But then he decided to jaunt up here real quick after his flight got canceled to try to take down the 8-ball. Corey's the 2-time defending champion of the 8-ball, so he's going for the 3-peat. This is difficult with the bridge. Well, she hit it. Good hit. She hit that good. She did what I thought was a harder way of doing it, but you can't argue with she made contact, didn't give up anything as far as ball in hand, but I think the 2 goes straight by the 4, and she's just got to roll forward for the 3. Once again, it's better to be a little bit long here. You're crossing that shot line, so that's why I like the way she played that. She went all the way into the rail and back out. Once again, you can always feel the speed more when you go into the rail and come back off the rail rather than just trying to die into the position without the rail. She'll draw over to the left, come into the line of the 4. She came all the way back across. 4 balls for the title. This will test her a little bit here. This is, she's got to avoid that side pocket, so I think she can go forward. As long as she's got the cue ball rolling, I think she'll be fine. Definitely catch the middle of the pocket. She doesn't want to go in thick. She doesn't want to go into the pocket thick. She might even draw away from it. She could do that too. Nope, she's cueing top, so she wants to make sure she catches the pocket clean here where she intends to pocket it to avoid the scratch. Yeah, she did try to draw away from it, but I don't think she was ever really settled. I don't think she was settled with that. I think at first she wanted to go high, and if she was down on the ball, she decided to all of a sudden at the last moment do what she did, and it caused her stroke to be quick, and she got away with it by slopping it in the wrong hole. Wow. That's incredible. So keep that in mind when you're down on the ball, and you got to be totally committed to what you're going to do. Don't switch when you're down on the ball or just as you're ready to pull the trigger. If you have any doubt at all, back up out of the shot and get back down on it. But she's going to be the champion off that shot, so congratulations to Soledad. And they congratulate each other. It is what it is. It was a great set overall. Hill. So congratulations to Soledad on the ladies 9-ball championship here at the Four Bears Classic, and Lulu on getting second. She's a great player. These 2 ladies are going to be tough in the 8-ball. So you can come down, and there'll be Calcuttas tomorrow. So even if you're not in the tournament, you want to get yourself a horse. These 2 ladies here will be probably the top two Calcutta buys in the ladies redraw. I mean, I fully expect both of them to make the redraw, but I mean, they could draw each other in the first round. One of them has to go back down to the backside, but I fully expect one of them would just go through the backside pretty routinely. But it is a short enough race, and we got some of our best ladies players in North Dakota playing, so the game ain't played on paper, it's played on the table, so you never know. But definitely those 2 are high favorites to be into that redraw. So come down and buy one of them tomorrow, Saturday, Calcutta. Get in the men's Calcutta too, buy a horse and that. They're going to do a little picture here, a little celebration. So while they do their little celebration here, folks, I'm going to reboot the stream up. So if you guys want to just come right back in 30 seconds. It's real easy to boot the stream up. I want to boot the stream up. We're going to have Tyrell Blowers, the top player out of Wyoming, taking on Calgary's Stephen Holm, probably the best player out of Alberta. Probably the top Fargo-rated player out of the province of Alberta. One of the top in Canada, as a matter of fact, probably top 15 in all of Canada, maybe top 10. Tyrell Blowers is definitely number 1 in the state of Wyoming. So they're going to warm up here, so I'm going to